Hey everyone, this is Tom from VermiBag. I apologize, I have been really busy. So it's been 2 weeks since I did a video on any of the bags. And I'm going to be really busy the next couple of weeks with swim meets and stuff, so it's going to be pretty difficult. But I wanted to come down and at least do one video, and I'm going to do the trash bag video. As you can tell in here now, when I left this 2 weeks ago, I had covered up all the cardboard that I had on the top. But I since went in and grabbed a lot more cardboard, and I soaked it in a little bit of water, and then I just threw it up on top. So now it's been sitting here for 2 weeks. So I'm going to set the camera up and just go through this and see how the worms are doing. And there's basically this layer of cardboard on top, and then we put some food underneath this, and then underneath that there's even more cardboard. So, and this week I'm going to go ahead and throw in this scraps here. It's about 4 pounds of scraps, I suppose. I'm going to put it underneath this cardboard here. I'm not going to add any more cardboard. I got plenty in there. So let me set this up, and we'll take a peek inside and see what it looks like. Okay, first thing you'll notice again is there's a lot more cardboard in here. I threw a lot of cereal boxes and big chunks of cardboard. Just anything and everything. I basically just ripped it up. I threw it in some water and soaked it a little bit and then threw it on the top. Because remember last time I was a little bit dry. I think it was because all the cardboard I put in there was dry. So dig down underneath this first layer. It's just damp, barely on the surface. Down below here, this is pretty damp. Yeah, I get down below here. Now this is that layer. There's cardboard under this, and this is the bedding I put on top. Now there's a ton of castings here. I mean, they've definitely been working this area over really well. And how's the cardboard doing underneath? Well, it's still there for sure. It's starting to break down. Let me try and grab a big chunk of this underneath and just see. So. Well, this is the cardboard that's probably 6 inches under the surface, I suppose, or 5 inches. I mean, there's definitely worms mixed everywhere in it. But it definitely doesn't break down as fast. If you ground this up through a shredder or something like that, they'd be in it immediately. But being big chunks of cardboard like this, it takes them a little bit of time to get into it. But I mean, they seem to be doing really, really well. All the way here. So yeah, the worms are mixed in this material everywhere. I don't see any of that food, of course, that I gave them last week. That's a chunk of burlap that's almost gone. I mean, the worms look real healthy. You don't see any big congregations of them, concentrations of worms in any one particular spot, but they seem like they're mixed everywhere throughout here. This cardboard over to the side a little bit and try this other side. And the moisture level's a lot better now. I think adding that additional wet cardboard and that additional water I added last time really helped. I mean, this is a real nice consistency. There is still a little bit of a musty odor to it. It's because of the wet cardboard, I'm sure of that. But that looks really good. What I'm going to do is just pull out this the big concentration of cardboard I put on the top, then just kind of hollow out a spot in this bedding here and go ahead and put my feeding in. Okay, I got all the newer cardboard out of it, all the stuff that was sitting on the top for the most part. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and mix this up a little bit just to break up some of the cardboard and make sure I get material in between it to help things along before we put the feeding in. So. Then I can just, again, kind of look through and see how things are going. But overall, I really think they're actually doing really well. I mean, there's worms everywhere. I mean, there's a lot of cardboard and stuff in here. But, like I said, the worms are doing really well. And the cardboard is breaking down, but it's just taking a while. I don't see any of the food that we put in there, so they definitely went through all of that. I'm going to hollow open the center here a little bit, just kind of make an opening here. And we're going to go ahead and put in this feeding that I have. And a lot of mixture of just about everything in this thing, from grapes, carrots, to squash, to onions, you name it, it's in there. Okay. So then I'm just going to kind of take some of the existing bedding here, cover it just slightly, because I don't want to add any more right now. They got plenty of material in here. Then I'm going to add all this cardboard material that I took off the top, just throw it back in here as a... And every time I do this, I just kind of rip up the cardboard again. Maybe we'll rip it into a couple more pieces, because it's a lot easier now because it's nice and moist. But again, I'm not doing any extraordinary effort in doing this. I'm just kind of doing a light ripping on cardboard. I'll put this big one for it sits flat down here for it can kind of... throw the rest of this in. That's it. So we'll probably take a look at that in, it's probably going to be 2 weeks more than likely. Again, I have too many things going on right now. But worms seem to be doing good. They got plenty of cardboard to eat, and they got a good feeding of food scraps right now too. So, and overall, like I said, it looks like they're doing really well. So that's all for today. This is Tom from VermiBag. Ciao.